Hello, guys. Hope you are doing well. These days, on selling on Amazon, many people think that Amazon PPC is the only tool which can help a product succeed on Amazon. But with PPC, you need a lot of other tools which can help you grow on Amazon or which can support Amazon PPC on selling or succeeding a product on Amazon. To explain the things which can support Amazon PPC, I have one of my friend here, Sean Strawn, which will help us improve to get to know how those pillars can help us or how we can improve our PPC with those pillars. Hello, Sean. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing, Labib?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, as you know, PPC is quite expensive these days, and all the tariffs and everything is like crushing the Amazon profits for all
Mhm.
the sellers out there. And would you mind to tell us how these all the pillars you are working on and all the strategies you are implementing on succeeding on
Yeah,
Amazon?
yeah, of course. I mean, it's like you said, like, sellers have never had it harder. It's never been more challenging to sell on Amazon and to
Exactly.
turn a profit on
Hmm.
Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Because look, Amazon's PPC is very easy if you don't care about losing money.
Exactly.
And anyone who's competed with Procter and Gamble
Hmm.
knows that, if you're not concerned
It's
about
hard.
losing money on Amazon, yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's quite an easy thing to do.
Exactly.
But I think for everyone who is more concerned about turning a profit,
Hmm.
we have kind of over the last, call it, year or so, been
Hmm.
using this process that we call the PAIR process,
Hmm.
PAIR, which stands
Okay.
for promotions, advertising, inventory, and rankability.
Exactly.
Each of those things has a huge impact on growing your brand's profits on Amazon. And
Hmm.
so I thought it would be helpful for you and your audience to kind of think about how do we use those different factors to kind of maximize our results,
For sure. For sure.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Promotions do help as well, and as inventory as well. So
Hmm.
we would like to know how promotions can help succeed on Amazon.
Yeah, of course. So I want to take a step back and just think. So we're going to
Mm-hmm.
use an analogy.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine Amazon was run by one person. There was not a huge employees, they didn't have all these different divisions. There was just
Hmm.
one person, and his name was Jeff. So we're going to
Exactly.
talk about Jeff for this entire time, and we're going to talk about what makes Jeff money, what does Jeff care about, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll share my screen and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But really, we want to think about, hey, my name's Jeff, and I own an app or a website called Amazon.com.
Mm-hmm.
And you might be saying to yourself, okay, great. What do I need to do in order to please Jeff so that Jeff gives me good sales, good organic ranking, cheap cost per clicks,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of brings me to the top of the search results
Mm-hmm.
in order for me to sell lots of product, sell it profitably, and drive a great outcome, right?
Exactly.
So really, we're looking to do something that's going to lead to a win-win relationship
Situation.
with Jeff.
Exactly.
That's the entire thing we need to be thinking about in this circumstance.
Okay.
And so you'll say to yourself, great, well, what do we do in order to please Jeff? And so in this case, I think we're going to use vitamin C because
Mm-hmm.
it's a heavily commoditized product.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you'll notice Jeff actually sells his own brand of vitamin C.
Mm-hmm.
So that is interesting. But then you'll notice there are a bunch of different products that all show up at the top of the page selling vitamin C on Amazon. And
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be jumping around and looking a little bit weird because of our helium 10 extension.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, you'll notice, okay, great. So what's going to lead to Jeff putting this product right here? Because this is the first organic spot. This is the spot that is probably making the most money on Amazon. So you
Okay.
might ask yourself, what's driving Jeff's decision making? What makes Jeff want to put that product there and not
Mm-hmm.
something else? Something else. It's not the highest price. It's also not the lowest price. It's not the one that pays him the most fees. It's also not the one that spends the most money on advertising. The reason why this product shows up at the top of the page for vitamin C.
Mm-hmm.
It is the product that is most likely for a customer to convert.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff already knows conversion is everything
Mm-hmm.
because if somebody buys something and they get this product really quickly and they're really happy with it, and then they buy it again and again, and they tell their friends and their friends buy it, then what happens is Jeff is going to sell this person this product, and then that person is going to come back and buy another thing and maybe 25 more things at least in a year. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if everyone who's listening to this is going to have a lot of experience living in a place with Amazon. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But I traveled the world for a long time, so I lived in a bunch of places that didn't have Amazon. And then when I went back to living in a place that did have Amazon, I was blown away at how quickly everything comes to your door. Like, we could buy this and it says free delivery by Sunday, or I could get it as fast as tomorrow. And that's any product on the internet.
Exactly.
It just can, and I actually don't live in Nashville. We just have a random address right now plugged into Amazon. But this is the product that Amazon thinks I am most likely to buy. And then it also thinks that I'm going to keep coming back and buy more and more products because of the great customer experience I had buying this product. You know, that's Jeff's dirty little secret, is that the thing that he really cares about is not any one individual sale or putting any one product at the top of the page.
They every time you go to Amazon, and you also see all the, like, if you buy a one product on Amazon, and they also look into the whole data of your history as well, even from the way they decide what kind of product you are going to buy again, or what new products you should buy. So they look into the whole your history, your buying behavior, even on different websites as well. All the keywords you choose, they track everything on that. Based upon that, they put products there.
Yeah. And so that's Jeff's dirty little secret. And actually, this whole time I was pointing to the wrong product. This is the organically number one ranked product here. And you might notice it's more expensive than the number two product.
Exactly.
But again, Jeff doesn't care about how much money he makes from one individual sale. He cares that that customer keeps coming back.
Even their own product is not at the organic position.
Exactly. They can basically pay and put themselves there, or they could even just manually override the system and put themselves there.
Yeah.
But they don't, because again, that's not what Jeff cares about. He doesn't care about selling his own vitamins.
Exactly.
He cares about that customer coming back 25 more times this year. That's the big thing.
Yeah. And how you help brands on getting that position where Jeff loves a product?
Yes. Okay. So now we can talk about the pair process, but this is this key concept that everyone really needs to internalize.
Exactly.
Because once you do that, you stop thinking about, like, why isn't my product ranked fourth organically? I'm selling more than the fifth place or than the third place guy, and I'm not even fourth yet. Like, it's like, stop thinking about it like that. Start thinking about it the way Jeff thinks about it, because then you'll really start to see how it all comes together. So the first thing is promotions. So I specifically scrolled down so you could see that there's something called a limited time deal. This is one of the many types of promotions you can run on Amazon. And this limited time deal is one of those things you can do to drive yourself up the search results, because deals, coupons, prime exclusive discounts, these things are all very likely to enhance your conversion rate. And again, what do we know Jeff cares the most about? It's conversion rate. So when Amazon sees, or when shoppers on Amazon see that there's a limited time deal on a product, they know very quickly this is a good product that is seeing a lot of additional conversion rate or additional conversions right now. We should maybe think about moving it up because of the results it's seeing. And so that is the first thing you can do to really start improving your performance on Amazon, is doing something to enhance your conversion rate. And one of the main things you can do to enhance your conversion rate is deals.
Okay, so for the deals, you mentioned, like, how often a seller should strategize its deal strategy.
So-
Whether it is for a new seller or it's already a seller who have a dead listing and want to improve their product on Amazon.
So I don't like answering questions like this, but it depends. So let's talk about the dependability factors. The first thing is this a product that's a good fit for deals? How do you find that out? Well, that's the fourth step in our framework. It's rankability. And so we do not recommend running deals and promotions on every single product in your catalog. We recommend you do that selectively, depending on if we think that this product will benefit from it or not. And so we have some products that we have 14 days worth of deals on every single month. And we have other products where we will never run a deal on it except for the flagpole days of Prime Day, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that kind of thing. And so the dependability comes down to if we think that this product can rank on its major keywords. If we don't think it's possible, that doesn't mean the product shouldn't exist. It just means that promotions might not serve this product the way we need it to.
Okay, so you run 14 days for some products, and every month they are scheduled.
Yes.
Okay, and apart from promotion, as you have briefly explained, like we need promotions to, you guys work a lot on promotions, on scaling the product as well. And if we talk about the second part, which is advertising, I think so, or inventory advertising. So for the advertising, what are the key factors we need to keep in mind to scale to be at a golden position for a Jeff?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, see, you're really getting it. And I've only recently come up with this analogy, and Labib, you understanding it is really bringing me joy because it's something that it's something that immediately makes sense in your mind. Okay, so let's talk about advertising for Jeff. Again, we already know that spending more money is not necessarily going to be the only way that Jeff will decide if you can or cannot be at the top of the page for the product.
Okay.
So instead, we think about, okay, well, what does Jeff really care about? Jeff really cares about conversion rate. What should we do if we know that Jeff cares more about conversion rate than he does about how much money we give him? Because we know, I mean, you can look at it inside of your own account, or you can look at some other accounts. But we know that clearly, even when Jeff could spend more than anybody else to rank this product, he doesn't. And we know that Jeff could manually override and put this product up at the top of the page, and he doesn't. That basically tells us that Jeff doesn't care about how much money you're willing to spend on his platform. Jeff only cares about how much conversion is going to happen on any one keyword for a product. So what we like to do is we like to look at our advertising and see which keywords for any given product have really high conversion rates. And then for each of those really high conversion rate keywords, we like to break them out and give them VIP treatment. Because again, we know that if this is what Jeff cares about, then if we do this for Jeff, he's going to give us more rewards than maybe someone who's not really thinking about it this way. So we segment our advertising into high converting keywords. And then we like to, personally, I like to isolate these with single keyword campaigns. But again, that's not necessarily a requirement. The only thing we know is truly a requirement is that when we find a keyword that Jeff really likes, we show him that we really like it too. And we spend more money on that keyword for that product so that we give Jeff more of what Jeff wants.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, for sure. Because if a keyword have a good conversion rate, gonna be definitely gonna rank, and the visibility gonna be up, and the sales gonna boost. In the part of advertising for a good conversion rate, you said you are going to keep that keyword on the single keyword campaign. Are you gonna put that keyword on other campaigns as well?
I personally don't. What I'll do is I'll have a single keyword campaign for that keyword, and then I'll have a automatic catch-all campaign that will end up having that search term in it with everything else. And so I really like to just have one single keyword campaign for the keyword vitamin C. And then I can very strictly control the budget of vitamin C in that single keyword campaign. And then the catch-all campaign, I mean, is purposely a non-controllable campaign. So it's just kind of like, do whatever you want there. The main thing that we're trying to do is maximize our spend on that keyword in exact match, just the way Jeff likes it.
Okay, so let's say we have a vitamin C. I want to stretch a bit the advertising part because it is the main part as well. All pillars are the main, but I would like to stretch it about a bit on it. So for the vitamin C, we know that it is a good keyword and have a good conversion rate. Don't you stretch it on multiple campaigns to find more keywords related to vitamin C where Jeff likes it a lot?
So yes, in other campaigns. So I would have a research campaign that would have vitamin C in it, but I would negative match the exact term vitamin C because I want to control my spend on vitamin C. And I want to put all my spend on vitamin C in one campaign. That way, when we are focused on trying to rank this product. We're doing everything we can to maximize our spend on just one campaign for that keyword. So and this comes in later. This is maybe something that I don't know we'll want to talk about in this call.
Mm-hmm.
But once you have ranking,
Mm-hmm.
you can use that single keyword campaign to start restricting your budget, spending less on PPC,
Mm-hmm.
and still stay at the top of the page.
Exactly.
Because again, we've proven Jeff doesn't care how much you spend. Jeff only cares about conversion rates.
Conversion rates, exactly.
Yes.
So brilliant on the advertising and the promotions part. Now we need to know how Jeff would need our inventory to have a good place.
I'm so glad you brought this up because this is one of the least talked about portions of Amazon advertising. And actually, this is not my idea. There is a Hungarian guy who went and spent a lot of time talking about this on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I am so sad I can't remember his name. I think it's said something.
Mm-hmm.
But he came up with this idea. I don't want to pretend that this was my idea, but this is so. As you can see, I am in California, down here in San Diego, but this is the United States.
Exactly.
If I want to sell lots of product, and I do, then I need to have product available in all the places. Why do I need that? Because Jeff wants you to be able to buy this and then get it tomorrow.
As soon as possible.
And as soon as possible. And so if you look here, all these will show up tomorrow. Sometimes, depending on the time of day when you're recording this, Jeff will show you same day delivery.
Exactly.
Now, why does Jeff do that?
Right now, as you are in 3 p.m., that's why it's showing tomorrow. If you do that at around 3 a.m. or 6 a.m., it's gonna be the same day.
Yeah, sometimes noon.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes, yeah. And so again, but why does Jeff do this? Why does Jeff care? Because Jeff only cares about conversion rate. And Jeff wants you to, wants these shoppers to come back over and over and over again. So what do we need to do to please Jeff? We need to have enough inventory spread out around the United States that, and I'm using the United States because that's the biggest market and that's the market that most people I work with sell in. But, this is true in the UK, in Canada, in Germany, in Japan.
Every marketplace.
Every marketplace, this is the same. You need enough inventory spread out across the United States so that if somebody in South Dakota wants to buy it, they can get it same day, next day, 2 days. Like that fast shipping. Because Jeff knows fast shipping is what keeps people coming back over and over and over again. And Jeff also knows that fast shipping drives a higher conversion rate, which is why they've continued to invest in more and more fulfillment centers across the US. When they had 2-day shipping, they got it down to 1-day shipping. And they got it down to same-day shipping. And the reason they did that is because Jeff only cares about conversion rate. And he just sees the United States as a map. And he sees that this is a great opportunity to drive up conversion rate. So whether a shopper's in South Dakota, Louisiana, California, or Maine, they want somebody to be able to order and get that product as fast as they possibly can. And so as the individual seller, how do you give Jeff what he wants? You make sure that you have enough vitamin C in this case to put inventory spread out across the United States and give Jeff enough inventory to sell through all the stuff as quickly as you possibly can. Make sense?
For sure, we need inventory where our buyers are most. Okay, so to keep that in check, instead of running out of inventory to lose the shipping time, what would you suggest about the timeline or the months of inventory we should have so we won't lose the position where Jeff wants us?
So it depends very much on, again,
what's the standard? What's the standard, or what's the like you have seen for the most of the accounts where it should be?
Yeah, standard is 90 days of inventory in Amazon FBA at all times. Now that can be challenging to do, and sometimes you have to put a lot of that into Amazon warehousing and distribution, AWD. But generally, if you have 90 days worth of inventory, Jeff is going to be pretty happy, and all of his customers who he wants to keep coming back will be pretty happy.
Mhm.
because 90 days will lead to you being spread out across the United States pretty well.
Exactly. For 90 days, yeah. But for
Mhm.
the, as you already know, that we have a capacity manager now, which keeps lowering your the cubic meters you need if you have
Hmm.
not sales, or maybe sometimes it plays a lot as well. So
Hmm.
have you gone through that issue as well in the inventory, and if yes, how you tackle that as well?
So it's something you have to build up to over time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about it, if you keep getting better and better outcomes,
Mm-hmm.
Jeff's going to keep starting to treat your product better and better. So the day this product was launched, I'm sure, and when it had 0 reviews and they probably sent in 1,000 or 2,000 units of this nature made vitamin C extra strength, it probably didn't get a ton of storage space. And it probably took a long time to check in. And it probably,
A lot of bidding.
you know, yeah, yeah, exactly. You probably had to bid on additional storage space and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's almost definitely what happened. But I bet you now, when Nature Made ships a ton of this product into Amazon, it gets checked in same day. It
Exactly.
shows up and it probably gets automatically routed to be scanned in and sent into a bunch of different places
Yeah,
because Jeff knows this product converts.
needs to be at the position where he needs.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe they need around 100k units to keep a 3 months of reserve there.
Hmm.
So we
Yeah.
got it. We got covered promotions. We got covered advertising. We got covered inventory.
Inventory. Yeah.
What's the last magic you are going to cover, Sean?
Yes, so it's called rankability, and it is a word I made up.
Okay,
But
you are the
yeah,
founder of that.
somebody else might have also used this word, so I don't want to
Exactly.
claim that I'm the first person to ever have said it. But
Hmm.
it's we added a new definition to this word, and rankability, as we define it and as we use it at my agency, is the ability to take a product. So let's say that's you see here's vitamin C right here
Exactly.
from Jeff. But yeah, maybe we're now
Yeah,
vitamins.
they are coming up with multiple
Yeah,
positions.
yeah, yeah. But now brands, what we would be looking at is, do we think that this product can move into the top 5 organic spots on or through a combination of Amazon PPC and promotions, usually deals, but it can be a variety of things. So we define rankability or a rankable product to be a product that can move from wherever it is
Hmm.
to the top 5
Hmm.
using a combination of promotions and Amazon PPC. And so that is really what a rankable product is. Now, if a product is not rankable, that doesn't mean it should be thrown out into the dumpster. What it does mean is that it is a product that probably shouldn't have deals, shouldn't have aggressive PPC, and should instead be treated as like a product that's going to bring you slow and steady profitability
Hmm.
over a longer period of time. So basically, this product is a product that we would consider to be rankable because it's probably in the top 10 for this keyword. And we took a look at it and we would say, look, this product does look like a couple of deals and maybe some really aggressive PPC could move it up to the top of the page. And so you might be saying to yourself, okay, great, Sean. So how do I figure out if a product is or is not rankable? Now, we have a pretty simple process. It's benchmark, compare, isolate, and track. It's a very bad acronym, BKIT, BCIT. And so what we do is we recommend you benchmark a product. And by that, what we mean is take a look at your top 3, top 5 competitors and say, what's their conversion rate? Now, there are a few different ways you can do this. Way number one is you can just sign up for Datarova. They have benchmarking competitor data inside of their platform.
Exactly.
I have nothing to do with this company. I just really like what they have to offer. I use their product all day, every day. Keyword spy, you come in here and you can find out your competitors' conversion rates. So here you see like this garlic press's conversion rate is 30%. Very interesting. And so this is one way to do it.
Even
However,
you are the one who I got to know about this tool.
yeah.
And remember, we talk about this a lot, and I haven't used it. But since then, I have been
Mhm.
using it a lot, and it really
Yeah.
helps a lot. Even You can go to SQP as well, and it can tell you as well about the conversion rate thing as well.
Yes. Yeah. So the free version of this, if you're already
Mhm.
selling on Amazon and you don't want to sign up for this Data Rova tool, which again, I don't make any money if you do, like I genuinely just like their tool. Um, so basically what we did was we built something called the Conversion Benchmark Buddy. It's on the custom GPT store. We have
Mhm.
we have like a company YouTube video. Basically all you need to do,
I'm gonna
uh,
put that in the description
yeah,
as well, so you everyone can see that.
so access the Conversion Benchmark Buddy GPT.
Mhm.
So you just add Amazon Brand Analytics, Search Query Performance Report, Sponsored Product Search Term Report, and then Helium 10 Cerebro Report. Now you can skip the Helium 10 Cerebro Report, or you can sign up for the Helium 10 free plan, where you can get, I think, 2 free searches a day.
Mhm.
But the entire reason why this tool exists is we want somebody to be able to use this completely for free. There's no email sign up. You don't need to contact me. We don't need to connect on LinkedIn. You can literally just go to our website and click this button at the bottom here. You can come to our Conversion Benchmark Buddy tool. You can also search for this in the custom GPT store, but searching for
Exactly.
custom GPTs never works. Like I can't even find my own custom GPTs on the GPT store. And the
I
reason
can,
is just not searchable.
but that depends upon, you need to know who have that GPT, the exact
Mm-hmm.
name. You should have that. But if there's ton of Seanstone out there, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be hard for you to find that.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing that's so frustrating is
Uh-huh.
we basically we made this completely public. It's as public as it can possibly be. It just is
Okay.
really hard to find. So go to our
Uh-huh.
website. You can watch this YouTube video that explains how we do everything in this, and you just access the GPT and you're good to go. Anyways, so really we got way off topic, but it's how do we figure out if a product is rankable or not? Well, the easiest thing to do is look up all of the conversion rates
Mhm.
and see if we see what our competitors' conversion rates are compared to ours. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use Data Rova because I don't want to do a full like the conversion benchmark buddy takes a little bit longer to do, but we're going to look up
It's gonna
vitamins.
take a lot of time.
Yeah, it takes about a minute. Again, the trade-off of it being completely free is that you have
Mhm.
to upload your own data and you have to kind of like search for more things and download more reports. But again,
Okay.
I don't care if you use this or not. I literally just made it because I want people to be able to do this. So here on vitamin C, we can see the top conversion rate is 17.8%. And we can see that that is nature made. Surprise, surprise. And so we can see right here the keyword level conversion rate. So of all of the clicks and all of the sales that happen on this keyword, it's 19%. And then here it's 17.8%. So then if I were now vitamins and I were trying to rank this product right here, the C1000, what I would be looking at is what's my
19%
conversion
conversion
rate?
rate.
What's my conversion rate on vitamin C? And how does it compare to nature made? And so you can
Exactly.
actually click in and look at it at the data set because maybe last week was a bad week and actually it kind of was. Normally, they convert around 23%, 21% for this Nature's Made product. And then the second place is in the teens, and the third place, like Nature's
Nature's
Bounty is
bounty.
running at 24 sometimes. What I'd be looking at now is like, so I benchmarked and I figured out
Mhm.
the vitamin C conversion rate is around, call it 23%, just to be safe. And so I'd be seeing, do I have a better conversion rate than that? Am I converting at maybe 25% or 30%? And then I would be saying, okay, so I have a 30% conversion rate on this C1000. I'm going to isolate this keywords, benchmark compare. We just compared and we have a better conversion rate. So now we're going to isolate vitamin C in exact match and start spending way more money on this keyword to see if we can start to get better results on it. And so then the final step is track. So you need to track your performance over time. And we built a bunch of custom dashboards to do this, but you can also do it by pulling multiple ones of these conversion benchmark buddy. You can track inside of Data Rova, but you're not going to be able to get your PPC data in here. So the general idea is once you've isolated, you want to start spending more money on this keyword and also potentially run promotions. Make sure your ads are on point, like aside from vitamin C in exact match, like make sure that you don't have a ton of wasted ad spend. And then You also want to make sure you have enough inventory. And then you also are making sure that this product is rankable over time. And so you're basically back to the beginning where you're trying to get this flywheel going to give Jeff what he wants, which is a high converting product that's going to bring shoppers back time and time and time again, so that Jeff makes the most money and rewards you so that you make as much money as you possibly can.
For that, you need to be at a Jeff favorite place.
Yes.
Just
So
to conclude.
yeah, so
Yeah.
just do what Jeff wants, and then Jeff will reward you. Now, with that said, sometimes it doesn't make sense for your business to do what Jeff wants. And if that's the case, then you maybe just need to launch a different product, or you
Exactly.
need to evaluate if you really want to push for profitability on this product, or if you want to do something else. So again, just think about what it is that Jeff wants. Stop thinking about Amazon as all these different metrics and all these different things. Just think about this Jeff guy. What does he care about? We know. We already know.
They
It's
all
not who
care
pays
about
him the
their
most.
customers. Exactly.
Exactly.
So, for a conclusion, guys, as we have explained everything, Sean has explained everything what Jeff needs and what you needs to be at a Jeff good place. So, to conclude, the pair strategy which Sean explained in a very brief way, which helps hope you it helps you guys to understand what it needs to be to succeed for any product to be on Amazon. Hope you guys like it, and this video will help you guys on getting to know what needs to be done to succeed at a favorite place of Jeff. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you, Sean, for coming and getting it done, explaining your strategy, the pair strategy which you crafted to be succeeded. And thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.